Ladies and gentlemen, should you order a new C8 or buy at a discount at a dealership near you? Hey everyone, our friends over at the Chip Miller Amyloidosis Foundation is now offering a brand new 2025 C8 Corvette ZR1 with the beautiful ZTK performance package and carbon fiber wheels in a beautiful Sebring Orange. And so click on one of these links that's in the description or the pinned comment, and that'll bring you to this page right here that we're on. Go ahead and click on one of these donation amounts, and you will see that because you are a Brink of Speed watcher, you get 50% more for your tickets. Go ahead and fill out all your information here, click continue. Then you will fill out your credit card information and you will be all entered to win. And your donations go to an amazing cause. Chip Miller is the one who actually started Corvettes of Carlisle in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. And he got the amyloidosis disease and was gone within about 3 months. And so this goes to that foundation to find a cure. But ladies and gentlemen, good luck on this new ZR1. I cannot wait to see who wins. Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today we're going to discuss whether you should order a new C8 or buy at a discount at a dealership. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should not order brand new and 1 negative reason. Real quick before we get started though, please smash that thumbs up button and smash that red subscribe and bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. All right, let's get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with number 1. There are plenty of really nice builds sitting on dealers' lots right now. I'm not sure if you guys saw my last video where I talked about how many C8s are on lots, but right now there are quite a few. And if you look at some of these dealerships, which I'll go over here in a minute, there are quite a few builds that I think a lot of you would probably like, and you may even find exactly what you were going to build yourself. So that's reason number 1. Now, before we go on to number 2, let me show you some of these dealerships that have quite a few C8s on their lots right now and give you an idea of what are on lots that you can maybe pick up at a discount instead of building brand new. So if you take a look at Ciocca Corvette, I narrowed it down to just 2024 Corvettes and the price low to high. And they have 102 2024 brand new C8s on their lot. And right now you can see they are offering anywhere from around 7,700 off to even some of these are closer to like 8,400 off. And some of these builds are really nice, 8,600 off. Now, one thing that I've noticed when I've checked out 3 different dealerships, which I'll show you all 3, is they've ordered for stock 2 LTs, and you hardly ever see a 3 LT build. So if you are that customer that only wants a 3 LT build, this is definitely not the video for you. But if you're that guy or gal that says, I'm okay with a 2 LT build, there's a lot of really nice builds on Cioccas. And like I said, there's 102 to look through. So you can go through all these and maybe find one where you're paying a lot less than MSRP, which is something that we'll talk about a little later on. But why wouldn't you want to do that? People will have their reasons, of course, but let's move on to the next dealership. You guys all know McMulcom. I was actually surprised to see there were only 39 2024s on their lot. There's quite a few more 2025s, but they've got 39. And again, these are all 2LT or 2LZ. They actually have some Z06s here, as you can see. They do have one 3LZ Z06. It's $174,000 though. But their Z06s right now look like they are standing at MSRP, but if you scroll down, you'll see that they're offering up to like $9,500 on some of these off as a discount for a 2024. And again, maybe you can find the exact spec that you are going to order and go ahead and pick them up at a dealership like McMulcom. So I'm not going to go through all those. I'm going to go to the very next dealership. And of course, I had to pull up Criswell. And if you look on Criswell, there are 46 2024 C8 Corvettes. Now, I didn't see any Z06s unless they're maybe at the bottom, but I don't think so. I think these are all Stingrays. And most of these are $7,000 to $8,000 off. So the way you figure out how much they are off, you just click on this, and there you go. The price was $99,000. They brought it down to $90,000. So it's an $8,900 savings. So again, you have a very large selection at these three dealerships. Not to mention, you may have a decent sized dealership near you that's offering anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 off. And you could even save time by going there and picking up maybe a spec that is identical or very close to what you were going to build and have to wait for. So that brings me to my very next point, which is you will not have to wait many, many months for your brand new 2025. So I would suggest that you go ahead and skip that whole scenario. It is fun to order a brand new Corvette, but it's also a lot more fun to walk into a dealership that has multiple vets to look at, find one that suits you, and drive it home that day. So that's number two's reason why you should not order and go ahead and buy from a dealership. Number three is this is the first time since the new mid-engine C8 came out that you can actually buy this spectacular supercar at a pretty decent discount. I would say pretty large these days, and it will get larger, but for now it is fairly large, and the value that you're getting right now is extraordinary. And so that is the number three reason. Number four is if you are financing this car, your payment could be a couple $100 less per month because of this discount. So you got to think of it in terms of that as well. If you're not paying cash and you're financing, especially with the high rates these days, $8,000 to $10,000 off a car is going to change your payment by a lot. So that's number four. Number five, you could get a much more expensive C8, for example, a higher trim level or more options for the same price as what you were going to build and order straight from Chevrolet's website. So you may be thinking you can only afford a 2LT, but you may find a 3LT. It might be rare, but you may be able to find a 3LT at a dealership that you can afford because it's $9,000 or $10,000 less. Same with a Z51. You may have thought you didn't want a Z51 because you didn't want to pay almost the $7,000 and you wanted mag ride, but you didn't want to pay the $2,000 plus on that. So now maybe you get Z51 and mag ride because you're getting that $8,000 or $9,000 or maybe even $10,000 off. So that's the final reason that I came up with as to why you should not order and you should try and find one of these at a dealership. So Darren, you just took delivery of your 2024 Z06. What's the first thing you're gonna do?
Well, I gotta call NCM Insurance and get this thing insured.
Look at that, right on his hat. And why would you do that?
Best insurance out there for your Corvette or collectible car.
Yeah, how much money do you think you're gonna save by not going with your standard insurance?
Well, I've done the math. It's probably $500, $600 for the year.
Go to the link in the description below, NCM Insurance. Check out the savings. But now we're going to go over the negative, and I can only figure one negative really why you wouldn't want to pick up from a dealership, and that is that you would not be able to do a museum delivery. And if you've never done that delivery and it's something that interests you, I highly recommend it because it is worth the money to do it. It is a really great experience. You learn all about your car, way more than you would at the dealership, and just the overall experience that you have at the museum is A+ top notch. So that's really gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to kind of do a follow-up video to the last video that I did that kind of spoke to those out there who are saying, well, maybe I won't order and maybe I'll go ahead and go to one of these dealerships and pick up an already built C8 for a very nice discount. So let me know in the comments down below if that's what you've already decided to do. Let me know if this video helps you to make that decision more easily, and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so. I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you guys out on the road.